Two-time NAACP Image Award-winning actress Regina Taylor plays the role of Marian Shields Robinson, Michelle Obama's mother, in the anthology series The First Lady, which premiered on Showtime. The Chicago Defender spoke with the award-winning actress about playing the role of Michelle Obama's mother, working with Viola Davis, and the lessons she learned as a result. Obviously, this story, the Obamas have a special place in our hearts here in Chicago.
Yes, I know.
How appropriate it is to talk to you about playing Michelle Obama's mother in this film. How did this role come to you?
I got a call from Showtime asking me if I wanted to play the role of Marian Shields Robinson. And I was just very elated, very humbled, and had a wonderful time.
Was there any trepidation? There's such an iconic family and beloved by so many. Was there ever any, trepidation in playing this role, especially because this person is still alive?
I did, absolutely. And I've played from Anita Hill to Minnie Jean Brown. Minnie Jean Brown was one of the first African-American students to integrate the Arkansas school system.
Mm-hmm.
A piece that was actually the first piece that I ever did was to play one of the Little Rock Nine in a made-for-TV movie starring Joanne Woodward back when I was still in school. Playing Anita Hill then, later, and now. Yes, you do feel a bit of the weight of it. And certainly with the Obamas, with this woman being so iconic, so beloved. I remember the first time seeing her on the world stage, going into the White House. And so at that time I went, wow, Michelle Obama is bringing her mother to the White House. Is significant. That she is bringing her roots, bringing her legacy, bringing that foundational support, source of strength with her, was very moving. What I see in her is what I see in her daughter, this amazing strength, sense of humor, there's a source of fire smoldering in the eyes. It is for her, as a mother, someone who will do anything to take care of her young. Exactly what she did. Michelle Obama is always saying that her parents were that for her. And so, yes, I embodied her then with what I believed I saw in her.
In preparing for this role, how did you capture that essence, that maternal, I always call it maternal strength that moms really have in raising their children to aspire to greatness?
Well, watching Michelle Obama and her mother together, there is that deep connection that you see with them. Also drawing from my own sources, which is my mother, my grandmother. And yes, as you're saying, very relatable. We know these women. And so, you don't have to look far in of channeling.
Yeah, and for that inspiration. Was there working with Viola Davis? Can you talk about what that process was like? You're a powerhouse as an actress. She's a powerhouse as an actress. What is that like on set?
For me, it's a lot of love. I've loved her from the moment I saw her on stage, and that was years ago in New York City, and worked with her in terms of being a playwright. She read a play of mine years ago,
Mm.
Oopsie, about female jazz musicians in the 40s. And she was sublime. And each time, just wondrous and wonderful. So it was the first time having the opportunity to work together, uh, acting. So I was very excited, and uh, it uh, was very visceral then working with her.
Yeah. One of the things I love about this is that it really delves deep into the hearts and the mindset of the women
Mm,
who were the wives and the backbones of some of these iconic presidents.
yeah.
What was it like to just share those stories of these women who have often been in the background?
Yes, I think it's really beautifully done, weaving the stories of Michelle Obama with Eleanor Roosevelt, with Betty Ford, and common ground
Mm.
between them. And certainly with Eleanor, she was dealing with social women's rights, with Betty Ford dealing with mental and physical health. And that overlap with each one, then, in terms of those issues, uh, comes to Michelle Obama as well, with the added part that they are the first African Americans inhabiting the White House in that role, in those roles. First Lady.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what is something, or is there anything that you learned about Miss Robinson that you may not have known before you took on this role?
Uh, I think the elements of with all of them, certainly there's what you gain. It's also the sacrifices that you make. And certainly it's the continued sacrifice in terms of being a very private person
Mm.
thrust upon a world stage. Uh, it is holding strong to who you are. A lot of people can then, in that capacity, put a lot of names on you, which I'm sure is a given throughout your life, but certainly in such a public way, there's there's something extra to that, and you hold strong. You hold strong to who you are. And you have that too in the eyes of those around you, your tribe, your
Mm.
family being most important.
And I think, you talk about how Michelle Obama was adamant about making sure her mom, that foundation was with her during their time in the White House. Do you think that helped almost protect their authenticity while they were in the White House?
Yes, I think that was a strategic move to keep them whole, to keep them sane, to keep them strong. Uh,
Mhm.
it is this is foundation.
Yeah. And what did you enjoy most about playing Miss Robinson?
Oh, I love the family scenes. I love the interaction between family, between the daughters, between um, having the scenes around the table, breakfast, uh,
Mhm.
uh, and the interchange between that is different between each and every one.
Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough for talking to the Chicago Defender. New episodes of The First Lady air on Showtime on Sundays at 8 p.m. CST. This is Danielle Sanders for the Chicago Defender and Real Times Media.